On the 28th of April, I uploaded a video titled Aston Villa need to fix this problem, analysing their squad and how the depth especially in attack needed to be improved. The player recommended to fix this was Emi Buendia at Norwich City. Now, just over a month later, he's been signed. A club record fee, beating competition, but now they have him, it's time to see exactly why he's going to impact them so much. So using the sponsor for this video, OneFootball, a brilliant app you can download on your phone to look at stats and is perfect for transfer news like this, we can take a look at what has been Emi Buendia's best season by far. Here we can see his 15 goals and 16 assists, which are really outstanding numbers. Buendia has always been consistent with his influence on the team. To Norwich, his is massive with 78 touches a match, which you can see on OneFootball. Definitely similarities to Grealish, which is something we'll get onto later in the video. To get a real understanding of how influential he is, let's look deeper. 93 tackles won, that is the 5th most in the championship. 16 assists was the most in the league. 138 long balls is the 17th most, but his success rate of 66% is the highest in the top 50 players for long balls completed. 15 goals ranked 7th most, and 5 goals outside the box was the most in the league. 63 successful dribbles was the 8th highest in the championship. 122 key passes is the most, and it's also 37 more than the player in second. Right at the top of the charts for many stats, which is why Aston Villa are paying a reported £33 million fee, plus add-ons, and you can see that report there on OneFootball. To see this all for yourself, the latest news and in-depth stats, download OneFootball with the link in the description. So let me explain the reason why this is so good for Aston Villa. Emi Buendia has been having a lot of the ball in the Championship, however his time in the Premier League was tougher. He needs the ball in the right areas, and we can see the difference he's going to have for Aston Villa next season. Norwich in 2019-20 averaged 19.2 touches per 90 in the attacking penalty area. Aston Villa last season was 27.9 per 90. Also, Norwich had 135 touches per 90 in the attacking third, 163 for Aston Villa. The difference here is huge. You see, Norwich averaged a higher amount of overall touches per 90 than Villa last season, but not in the right areas. Now though, in a Villa team that began to control the ball more last season, adding Buendia to the situation means that the possession that they are having is becoming more dangerous. Villa's 27.9 touches per 90 in the attacking penalty area was the 4th most in the Premier League, but that's not always when Grealish is on the ball, and maybe to another player that hasn't got the same creative abilities. Buendia changes that, meaning the possession they have around the opposition is going to lead to an increased amount of chances created, more shots being taken, and higher levels of unpredictability. So let's imagine in a 4-2-3-1, then Emi Buendia fills an obvious void on the right wing. It's much needed for Aston Villa. With Grealish in this team, you're balancing out what has been a very obvious attacking plan from Villa. Most of the time involving Grealish, this can become predictable, and although it works, the opposition can go, well, we'll just mark Grealish, pressure him the most, and it'll hurt Villa. Then Villa go elsewhere to attack, but to get the best opportunity of creating a chance, then it always ends up back to Grealish. Of course, there are other players that have been chance creators for the team, Target and Watkins, other players who have influenced in this way, but Aston Villa needed more. Man City is an extreme example, but say for the opposition, they go to mark De Bruyne, while City create through Silva instead. The opposition mark Silva, while then City go to Cancelo. The opposition mark Cancelo, get the ball to Mahrez, he'll score, then you mark Mahrez. It could go on and on with the City team, with the depth in attacking quality there is there. Although not to that scale, this is what Villa needed more. Creative attacking alternatives, and Buendia gives them exactly that. Emi Buendia and Jack Grealish are similar players in the fact that for the past few seasons, they've been the player at the club where all the attacking action has gone through them. In the same team now, while Aston Villa can go through either of these players, and they both have the ability to play dangerous passes into Watkins, dribble past a defender to get into the box, or do a quick step to the side and shoot at goal. What this does is massively improve the chance of Ollie Watkins scoring more goals next season too. Grealish assisting for Watkins has been the 4th best link-up in the league, happening 4 times. Watkins ended the season with 14 goals and 5 assists. You could see both these numbers be higher next season. More chances created for him to finish from 2 creative players, and Buendia off the back of a really good goal-scoring season, chances might fall to him as Watkins comes deeper and plays passes for Buendia. A scenario that Villa fans don't want to imagine is Grealish leaving the club, but let's say this happens, what's the situation then? Well, as said, they are very similar players in the fact that they've been the players at the club who have always been the centre of the attack. If Grealish leaves, then Buendia becomes Grealish. He's the creator and the player who will get a lot of the ball. But with the sale of Grealish comes a big fee, so you wouldn't be signing a replacement for him. You have Buendia, who is that man. So instead, it would allow the club to sign a different style of player, a goal-scoring winger who has more of an eye for shooting as well as creating chances. Referring to the England team, which is quite the focus right now, I would look to Marcus Rashford or Jadon Sancho to offer that balance of a winger that has the mindset of finding the back of the net a little more in his mind. Maybe a player that has a particular outstanding quality. I'm not saying these are the players they should sign, but Saint-Maximin has an outstanding quality of dribbling. Adama Traore has an outstanding quality of incredible pace. If Villa were to look for a winger like this with something different to have in the team alongside Watkins, Buendia, potentially a new attacking midfielder with Barkley not at the club anymore, I just think it's a good option for the club if Jack Grealish was to leave. But one key tribute that will upgrade this Villa side is the defensive pressing side to Buendia's game. As stated earlier, 93 tackles won in the Championship, previously making 791 pressures in the Premier League season, was the 9th most in the league. He presses heavily, but is also very effective in tackling, which is evident. Aston Villa's top tacklers last season were Targett, Cash, McGinn, Louise, then Trezeguet. So Trezeguet being the forward with the most tackles, per 90 it works out at 2.5, which is identical to what Buendia has had in the Championship this season. Trezeguet is a rotation player for Villa though, but effective with his energy and quality of the ball when he is on the pitch. So what Villa are really doing here is buying Trezeguet plus. It's like Trezeguet but with more, a better ability on the ball, and Buendia will start the majority of matches. As Aston Villa have improved with having more of the ball and controlling matches better in 2019-20, Buendia allows them to keep progressing with that part of their game by looking to play more on the front foot, pressing high and winning the ball more often, and this leads to more possession either for Grealish or Buendia where attacking opportunities can occur. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, then please click the like button. It really helps the videos in getting found. For more football analysis videos like this, subscribe to Route 1.